I have a box full of fabric scraps, and as a sewer, you might know the problem as well. Many fabrics are simply too beautiful to throw away. And when I was brainstorming today's project, I remembered that both of my grandmothers gave me their old embroidered handkerchiefs when I was a child. And ever since then, I love using them at home. And you might say, embroidered handkerchiefs are only for grandparents. And maybe you're right, but I don't care. And I think they're more environmental friendly because you can wash and reuse them. And that's why I decided to sew some handkerchiefs and show you some new embroidery stitches along the way. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe if you want to stay a bit longer. And without further ado, let's head right into today's tutorial. First, we are going to cut out a 25 x 25 centimeter wide square out of the scrap fabric. Then I ironed the edges in and top stitched 2 handkerchiefs by machine. And the other one I decided to sew by hand. I simply sewed down the edges with a running stitch. And sewed the edges on with a invisible seam. The first stitch that we're going to use is a bouillon stitch, and I just decorated the corners of my handkerchief with it. It's a very simple stitch. You only need to wrap your fabric 10 times around your needle and pull your needle through and secure it with 1 stitch. For the next stitch, I simply have drawn a pattern in the corners. and I will use a stem stitch for it. You simply do a back stitch and pull the thread through the loop and do the next back stitch. To decorate a bit more, I took a brown embroidery floss and went through my top stitching. And for the other handkerchief, I did a square boss, running stitch, square boss again, then a running stitch and a normal cross stitch. If you don't know what a square boss is, it's simply a cross stitch which is secured with a back stitch on top. And I repeated these cross stitches and running stitches until I reached the last but one stitch and did a square boss again. Let me know in the comments below if a handkerchief is an alternative for you. I loved sewing these handkerchiefs by hand. I think sewing by hand is a bit more relaxing than sewing by machine, and especially after work you can sit in a couch or in a park and simply embroider a little bit, and It really calms me down after a full workday, and you don't have to put away your home office to put out your sewing machine. And that's also one point I like when sewing by hand. You don't have to put away your stuff. And I hope you like this tutorial as well. If you want to stay a bit longer, I linked some other interesting videos here in the corner. And for now, see you in another video. Bye.